Welcome to the Transfer Exchange Show. We are live. Yes, we are live. It's EFL Trophy Day. It was EFL Trophy Day yesterday, but we do not care. We're going to be keeping an eye on it anyway. Don't worry about that. So if there's any football fans in there, you're still in the right place to be for the football. Plus, we're going to have a little bit of fun tonight. We're going to be doing the free transfer FC. We did it last year. It was very enjoyable. Steve loves to pull out the different players. I've gone for the best team. I've gone for the best team. There is one player in this.
You can't do that.
No. There is one player. Yeah, there's one player in this selection. Yeah, that I didn't pick. Yeah, because he's signing a new deal. I don't care. There's no way this team's letting go of this player. I looked at it and I was like, and you know what? I was like, I'm not having that. So I jumped in, typed his name in, and the first 3 posts that came up, they said, he's signing a deal. Don't worry, he's made his decision. So-and-so wanted him, but he's made his decision. So I didn't put him in my team because I thought it was a waste of time. But I did pick a team which is outrageous. People, go and get on Transfer Market or just type in out of contract players 2022, yeah, and then click on that. Look at the players on there. Look at the players. They are ridiculous. There's a lot of unhappy clubs this season that are losing some serious players. But before we go on, I've got to introduce my guest. It's none other than Steve K. How you doing, Steve?
How you doing, Kieran? How everybody out there? Looking forward to this. I don't know who this player is, but he's probably in my team.
I built him up.
You've really built him up. But I guarantee you he's in my team. And look, if he's on the list, then it counts.
On the list. He's on the list. It counts. But I couldn't, and it was probably just made life easier for me to squeeze in some other players.
No, that's where we go.
No. That's not what it is. All I'm saying
you're
is
crowbarring in.
There was options, and I didn't choose the option that is definitely not going to be a free transfer this season. But let's get this underway. We've got going to be using what we're going to be using. We're going to be using starting11.com. So, Steve, I'm going to let you pick the kit. What kit are you going to go for?
There's only one, isn't there? There's only one.
You go for this one. You go for this one.
It's got to be that.
1970s Arsenal. All right, we're going to go for that one.
It's got to be that, and Lacazette's just made it 1-0. So it's got to be it.
Okay. Yep, my chest is burning because I didn't see that. Ha ha! Yes. This is killing me. This is killing me.
I tell you now, Arsenal fans out there now, just save the wait because it will be somewhere towards the end. He ain't in it.
Yeah.
Not in my team.
Just want to let you know, yeah. Want to let you know, he ain't in it. He is not going into this team. Nothing against the geezer, but he's not made the cut. In my cut, he's not made the cut. So let's get this underway. Steve, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to pull up the out of contract players for 2022, just so everyone can see who we got. But Steve, let's start with the goalkeeper. Who did you go for in goal?
Well, for me, there weren't a lot to choose from as far as goalkeeper goes, but in the end, it was out of 2, and I had to think about it. It was one of them ones where did I go for the younger man? Do I go for the older, maybe more experienced player? In the end, I went for the older, more experienced player because as a goalkeeper, they can go on till 38s, 39s, 40s. They can have long careers, much more longer than the outfield players. So I went for Hugo Lloris.
Wow.
Spurs.
Hugo Lloris, eh? Okay. I don't know how we're going to pick this because there's two. There's two of us.
Yeah,
so, comment section, we need you. Yeah, we need you tonight. So if we pick a different player, we need you to make the final decision. All right. Don't be hiding tonight. I need you guys to make the final decision. So, my pick was a very well-renowned keeper, currently having what some would say is a little bit of a vacation. Extended. Ajax and Cameroon international. It's none other than Andre. What's his name? It's Onana. What's his name? That is his name. It's Andre Onana. I could not pick him. He's top drawer. He's top drawer. He's quality. He's at Barcelona as a youngster. Moved to Ajax. Great shot stopper. Very good command in the area. He's just an all-round very good goalkeeper. Great distribution with his feet. I went for Andre Onana.
But I mean, people in the comments, he's not a Hugo Lloris though, is he? He's not an international goalkeeper, and he's not done what he's done. So I mean, he's got just from just sort of like giving my one a big up a little bit there. He's still got a good 5 years in him, 4 years in at the top.
What?
And then
what?
I mean,
5 years.
I mean, you're
How
still
old is
playing
he?
it. You're still playing it.
Nah, I hung up my boots or my gloves a long time ago. No way. No way. You're not playing Hugo Lloris. It'd be 39, Steve.
Yeah, like 3 years then. 2 years. They've got. And what's the life of a player these days? They're at a club for 3 years, then they move on. But Anana's good. He's a good. He was my set. He was one of the two. It was out of him, or it was out of Lloris, and I just went back to in a big game, who would I stick in if it was a big game in a big final, and for me it would be Lloris. But there you go. But yeah, it's a good choice on Nana. It's a good play.
Nathan's being the referee. Nathan, are you going in goal for Andre Onana, top draw goalkeeper, Ajax, Cameroon international? You've seen him multiple times. I think finalists in the European Cup, semi-finalists in the Champions League. Like brilliant, ex-Barcelona. Or are you going for Tottenham goalkeeper Hugo Lloris?
That was poor. That was poor.
What was your one? What was your one? What was your one? You get. I'm trying to be fair here, and you're giving it the old World Cup winner. All of this. He could play for 5 years, like he's an X-Man. No, he's human, and he's going to be an old man in 4 years' time if he carries on playing on your contract, Steve. So we'll have to wait for this one, but don't worry. We'll come back to it. Who you got? Give me your two centre backs. Otherwise, this show will bloody go on for weeks because we ain't going to agree on anything.
If we went everyone like this. My two centre backs. The first one was easy, and then the second one wasn't. The first one I'll go straight in. Kieran, he's someone that I admire a lot. He was in the World Cup. He plays for AC Milan, and that's Simon Kuja.
Okay.
The Danish international.
Yeah.
I just think when I see him play, done a bad game. I thought in the Euros he was in the Euro team. So for me, Simon Kuja. From the other centre back, it was out 3, and it's still for me very, very difficult. But in the end, I'm actually out of 4. That's
Oh,
how hard
bloody hell,
it
out of 4.
was. There was quite a few, but I'm gonna go for the younger man this time, because Simon Kjær is 32. He's gonna need someone next to him with a bit of legs, and I've gone for Luis Felipe.
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me.
What?
You're literally going to choose every player that I haven't picked.
Well, them centre back. That's an hard one. The centre backs, because
Now, do you know what? To be fair,
there was
there's
6 or
actually
7.
there are no. You're not wrong. There's actually some serious centre backs in here. I'm going to go through a couple of the players at centre back that I haven't picked. Matthias Ginter of Borussia Mönchengladbach, a player who was touted to be going different places in the summer, and it's no surprise why, because there's a few players at Mönchengladbach that are on 1 year left. Alessandro Romagnoli, again, very good centre backs. Who else? Nicolas Soule. Bayern Munich centre back who Chelsea were linked with in the summer. Like, there's some serious players on here. But I went for a player who Matt Hummels again. This is what I mean. Like, we're going on to the third pages and second pages here, like further down as well. So, okay, I'm gonna get to my picks. So my picks, I went for a player who, before their manager came in, got a lot of stick from a lot of fans. But since that manager's come in, he seems to have held down a pretty much of a regular spot. He's an international player. I've gone for Rudiger of Chelsea.
Yeah, that's a guy. Yeah, I knew you said that.
Yep. My other centre back, I went for this guy because I think he's a very good centre back, but he needs a move. And there's no surprise that he's going on a free in the summer, because probably he didn't want to sign a new contract with his current club, because he needs to progress and he needs to move to a different club, a bigger club, to progress. And this club keeps on asking for too much money for him. I went for James Tarkowski of Burnley.
Woo!
Yes. Because I think
shock horror.
It's about time he made a move to a big club. And I think that big club could be Free Transfer FC. So, once again, me and Steve have chosen completely different players. Oh, we've got response. We've got a response.
I'll tell you another one as well, just before we get response. Zagadou of Dortmund. He's someone who's young, and he probably needs a move.
Yes, Zagadou. Yes. Because he's had a couple of injuries and a couple of like dodgy seasons. So
fair point.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Steve, Hugo Lloris got taken for a walk, and he's not come back.
Nathan, you're letting me down, man.
Andre Onana gets the call. Thank you very much. Andre's in the team. Okay, so we're struggling for centre backs. Nathan, you're going to have to help us out again, mate. Sorry, you might as well have been on. But so
there's nothing happening in the Man United West Ham game anyway. So you might as well just. Nate, come on. You might as well come sit in here, mate. I'll tell you the score. I'm watching it on the left here.
So I went for Antonio Rudiger and James Tarkowski, and Steve went for.
I went for Simon Kjær and Luis Felipe.
Simon Kjær and Luis Felipe. You're the head judge, mate. You're the head judge.
Yeah.
So far we've got one player in the team, and we picked from 4 because, like, we knew this was going to be trouble. We knew this was going to be trouble. All right.
There may be trouble ahead.
All right. Let's see if we can sync up on the right back and left back. All right.
No chance.
Do you know why? Because you're going to pick someone Here we go. Oh, you seen it. Thank you,
I
Nathan.
tell you
You're
what,
a lifesaver.
now you. I'll get him out. What's he? What's going on here?
Yeah, mate. I tell you what, Nathan. I tell you what. I've always rated
I'm not
you,
happy
mate.
about this.
I've always liked you. So here we go. Here we go. I don't know how I've managed it, but this team is looking good already. We've got James Tarkowski, Antonio Rudiger in the team, with Andre Onana. All right.
Been blown out on every single one.
Who have you got?
Nah.
Who have you got?
Go on.
Come on, this is your time to shine, Steve. Who have you got?
You have picked the side. I don't know if you're going to go. Go on. Yeah.
Go on. Who you got right back and left back?
Right. Well, I don't know about left back, but you have got the same right back as me.
All right, let's do this. Let's go right back. Who you got right back?
You have to have the same right back. You've got to have the same right back.
I see what he's doing. You've seen what he's doing. You see what he's doing, people. You see what
because
he's doing.
If you ain't, then
here we go. Here we go.
Know.
Here we go. We've heard this before. No, go.
Who
you got right back?
This guy is just Mr. Reliable.
Oh, here we go. Yes.
You know,
here we go.
Just every single game is always a 7 out of 10.
Keep going, Steve. I'm giving you the main screen.
Plays in the toughest league in the world.
Yes, he does.
Champions League winner.
Thank you very much.
Twice. He plays in the blue shirt.
Yes.
And his name is Cesar Azpilicueta, a.k.a.
Dave. Yes. I stuck him in. I called him Dave. His name is actually Azpilicueta. But yes. I had to stick him in because he's a quality player. Frank Lampard dropped him, and to his peril, because he's come back in and he's bossed it. Absolutely bossed it. He's been a leader on the pitch. He's just. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a bit like not the type of player, but the where he stands. It reminds me of Nacho Monreal, where a lot of people thought this geezer's nothing, he's useless, he's rubbish, he's da. But you realised what you had when you lost him. And he was Mr. Reliable. Mr. Reliable. Mr. Reliable. Nathan's picked Azpilicueta as well. So that would have been an easy one. Who have you got as left back?
Yeah. Just the only other one that was fleeting who could have made it was the Ajax right back. You know, Missouri.
Yeah, no, there was another one. There was another one, I'm sure.
There was another one, never.
I'm sure there was another one. I can't think who it was, but yeah, there's a lot of good players that are going for free at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So who have you gone for left back?
Now, left back, some will pick this player.
He said now about 4 times already, which means it's a dubious one.
Now, this was hard because probably the most famous, most obvious name, right, is definitely not going in because over the last 2 seasons, I've heard too many bad things about him from our friend Joan. He ain't in.
Here we go.
Right. So for me, it was out of 2. It was out of the left back of Leipzig, and it was out the left back of Lille. In the end, it was hard. I've gone for the Leipzig left back, Marielle Hassenberg.
Now,
the name I've pronounced really wrong, but if I got the name right, you would know it.
Yeah. No, well, to be fair, right. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know who you're talking about. Like, I saw him in the list, but I've never seen him play. So I couldn't pick him. And then the first thing you did was completely dismiss the left back that I did pick. because of hearsay. Of hearsay. All right? It's hearsay. This guy's a legend. A legend in the game.
No.
Yeah? And should never be doubted.
He was a legend.
It's a legend in the game. Now I'm trying to see what this Marielle Hassenberg is looking like, but then there's started music playing in my ear, so I've turned it off. All right. So I went for Marcelo. All right. I went for Marcelo because I couldn't find any other left back that I'd seen. But Steve, I'm going to let you have Marielle Hassenberg because I know full well myself that Marcelo ain't been great for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So you can have this one. You can have this one. All right.
Yeah.
However,
Marcello would have been the easy choice, like the lazy choice, but. No, I mean Marcelo's. You are right.
I'm never letting you have one again. Never.
Is that my last one?
That was the last one.
That's
That was your last freebie.
Last
As I used to say to my team, no more freebies. No more freebies. All right. Stick them away. Boom. Right. Who you got next? Let's do your central midfielder. Give me both your central midfielders.
Now, this is all about, tactics,
disclaimers are coming
structure. Some players couldn't go in because of the way I wanted to play. Because if I put one in, then it meant the other two that went in had to fit around them. So anyway, the player that I would play in central midfield, playing sort of a Thomas Partey role, is the man himself. Come on, Nathan, write him down. You know who he is. If you're watching, put him in there. You know who it is already. And that
Stop
is
trying it.
The Pog. All
right.
Paul Pogba.
Yeah. I mean, if you ain't picked Paul Pogba to be in this team, you ain't watched him ever. Paul Pogba's a genius. He's mustard.
Yeah.
And I've got him in my team as well. So Paul Pogba's going in. Paul Pogba, he gets the nod. You can't have the freebie FC with the most famous sort of like free transfer-esque like transfer talk that's been going on for forever. No one's talking about where's Lacazette going to go once his contract runs out at the end of the season. They're talking about where's Paul. No one cares. They're talking about where is Paul Pogba going to go. That's the questions they're asking. And he's going to play for free transfer FC. All right. Who's your second midfielder?
Second midfielder, again, a little bit of a no-brainer for me, because once I had Pogba in there, then I could put the players in around who I wanted to put in. We see this guy in the Euros. We see this guy smash him up. To many, it was the first that they see of this player. Reyes, it goes on and on about him. We went on and on about him. And that's the 18-year-old guy from Barcelona, and that's Pedri.
Yeah, I've had to make a quick change because I've realised I'm missing a player. How did I miss that?
What?
I'm missing a player. I've done a 4-3-3 formation with 4-4-2. Well, the 4-2-3, I missed a player. So, yeah, I'm sticking Pedri in. That was the player I was talking about earlier. There's no way Barcelona are letting him go. Like, not having it. No way is Pedri leaving on the free. There is no way Pedri's leaving on the free. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like, the first thing I typed in was Pedri. Like, no way. Because I was stunned when I saw that Pedri was down to his final year. And I thought it was like he's down to his final year with Barcelona because he's on loan. I don't know. But there is no way this kid is going on a free. But he's going in the team because he is unbelievable.
He's got to go.
Messi even turns around and says, "Oh, should I just say who's my other midfielder? Should I go with my other midfielder first?
Oh, come!
Should I go with my other midfielder first? There we go, Nathan. I swear, have you hacked my computer? Have you hacked my computer? Because
you picked the same dream team.
What's going on, mate?
With three midfield players, didn't you?
What's going on?
The both of you.
Pedri, Kessie, and Pogba. That screams power, class, finesse, guile, creativity, goals. That is. Look, I need to take this off screen before YouTube shut us down, because that should be illegal.
You've been working on the Man United show too much. I'll tell you how this.
Nah.
You started to feed with the same brain, with the same players coming in.
Nah, it's just
dream team.
No, that's not the case. It's not the case. It's not the case. Who have you gone for in that set? Do you know what? No, I did have. Do you know who I had previous? I had Axel Witsel in there. I think he's a very good player. I had Axel Witsel in there, but I can't not have Pedri in there. Steve, who did you have as your other position?
Well, it was either for me it was Isco, it was Axel Witsel, or it was Lorenzo Pellegrini, who I'm quite a fan of. You know, I quite like him a lot, but in the end, I thought, do I go in with the attacking midfield player with Isco? But I thought with this side and with the forward line, I ain't really going to need that. And if I can put a midfield player who can do a little bit of both, and look, let's face it, Pogba and Pedri can do that as well. They can more than create and score goals. So I went with the guy you said. I went for Dortmund's Axel Witsel.
Yeah,
I put him in.
Very good player. Had injury, but didn't play like a lot last season, but still managed to get into that Belgium team. It shows how highly thought of he is by Roberto Martinez. But unfortunately, you lose out on this one, Steve. Kessie gets the shout. He gets the shout. He gets the shout. Now let's look at the team so far. It's looking good. It's looking dangerous. I mean, this team, no one wants to face this team. So far, we've got Andre Onana in goal, James Tarkowski, Antonio Rudiger. Let's get rid of that. Antonio Rudiger, Hulstenberg, Cesar Azpilicueta, Frank Kessie, Paul Pogba, and Pedri. That midfield is absolute fire. That is dangerous.
What's this? Kieran and Nathan United, is it?
No. Free Transfer FC. I'm picking the best of the best. All right. So who have you gone for? Let's start with your right winger.
my right winger. Well, I'm not really playing with a right winger. I'm just playing with sort of a front three because I don't know. It was just there weren't really much out there for right wingers. But one of the can I do my left winger first? Because I'm getting confused.
Do your left winger first. Right
wing, right-sided for me. This is more of a right-sided player. Right, plays over there, and I've gone for the guy who now is starting to hit form in the Serie A. He's a couple of years ago he was doing things on the football pitch that sometimes you was just like, wow, I've never seen anything like that before. He lost his form. He's had a run of poor injuries over the last few seasons, but he is starting to get back into it again. He could be signing a new contract, it looks like. If he doesn't, I'd certainly have him at my club. But yeah, not really a right winger, but a right-sided player, second striker, and that's Paulo Dybala of Juventus.
All right. Well, this you're right, yeah? Yeah. I mean, Nathan's picked Paulo Dybala. So Paulo Dybala's in. Yeah. Nathan.
Yeah, he's not a right. He's not a right winger, but he sort of plays in like that side. You know, he can drift in. You know, my front three can just sort of like, you know, rotate across the front there. But right sided midfielder, attacking second striker, Paulo Dybala. Yeah, I think he's class. I think he's a great player.
No, he's a very good player. He's a very good player. Let's go. Let's have a little look through some of the right sided forwards or the right wingers there. So in here we've got Ousmane Dembele, £100+ million player, now valued at around 45. Barcelona. He's been injured a lot. His form on and off. We've got Jesus Corona, who's linked to a few clubs this summer or in the previous summer as well. Who else have we got on there? There are a few more. There are definitely a few more. David Brooks of Bournemouth. I mean, he'd be lucky if he gets in there. But yeah, I went for a player who was once regarded as one of the best players in the world. He recently had a little resurgence. Do you know what this feels like? It feels like either this is your life and Steve's trying to work it out beforehand, or like it's a quiz show. But he's like, guess who? He had a little resurgence at his previous club, and showed that he has actually still got it. I went for, but it doesn't matter because he's not in there. I went for Gareth Bale. Because I'd take Gareth Bale on a free transfer at the end of the season. The guy is a machine.
Is he right though? Is he right winger?
Yeah, it's got him down. It's got him down as right winger on here. Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't no, is he?
What?
Is he? Oh yeah, he's he is, isn't he? Yeah.
I mean,
he can play both.
I mean, he can pretty much play anywhere where he wants up the top. He's got him down as a right winger, attacking a centre forward and a left winger. Oh, do you know what I've just seen? Is another midfielder that we didn't get in there, because you've got to give these people shout outs. Angel Di Maria was there as well, but Cortan Tolisso, a player who we didn't pick. Jesse Lingard didn't get picked. Sean Longstaff, another good player. He's not going to get in this team, but again, he's a very good player. But Federico Bernardeschi, Italian international, Juventus. There's a lot of players going on the free. It's going to be very interesting to see where they go at the end of the season, because some of these clubs that they're at probably can't afford to keep them. It's probably curtains for those players. Let's go with your left winger next.
It's obvious who this is, isn't it? I've had to fit him in somewhere, but some of these players, like they put down next to him like where they play, and I know when I watch them on the telly, and I'm thinking, well, you don't really play like Gareth Bale, right? For Real Madrid, he played on the left. He was a left winger. For Tottenham, he plays on the right, and the same with this player, because I only remember him playing over on the left, but like I said, mine can sort of rotate anyway, and it's got to be Kylian Mbappe.
Whoa! You've absolutely thrown me. You've thrown me.
Oh, what?
Well, because I was not expecting you to say Kylian Mbappe, because it clearly states that he's a centre forward on this, but you changed the rules.
But he ain't,
moving the goalposts. I mean, you can have him up there because it's still a forward player. You can have him up there. You can have him up there.
Forward,
I just feel. Yeah.
Yeah. What you saying? Like,
no, I'm not saying you can't have him. Forward? I'm not saying you can't have him. I'm not saying you can't.
I might have got it wrong, but is he a centre forward? I've never known Mbappe to play.
Nathan didn't even need to be on. This is just as good. This is just as funny.
Nathan, go and watch your game. You pay attention. You got a post match after.
Oh, quality. No. Do you know what? Look. I went for.
I'm stubborn, Kieran.
This is who I went
I'm
for.
stubborn.
Yeah, no, you was being
I'm
greedy.
like,
You was trying to
innocent
get in as
forward.
many players in there as possible. That's what you're doing. You're being bloody greedy. Yeah, that's what he's doing. So you moved the goalpost. But it's okay. It's okay. You can have Mbappe. That's fine. Because my left winger is a left winger. Yeah. And he played 35 games, got 19 goals, 7 assists. In all competitions, he played 48 games, 19 goals, 11 assists. I should have just kept it at his league form because the rest of it's quite average, to be honest. And he's one of my favourite players, especially from Serie A. His name is Lorenzo Insigne. Now, he is a left winger. Now, I don't know how you've managed to miss him, Steve. Especially with all your Italian connections. They're going to be absolutely seething. You're going to be like...
I need to change something.
Steve! No. I'm sending Carlo and Nima a message after this and saying, in a free transfer FC, you didn't pick Lorenzo Insigne as your left winger. The guy who scored 19 goals and 26 goal contributions in 35 games. That is outrageous. Outrageous.
He's one of my most favourite players.
Why? Because he wanted to stick Mbappe on the left. Who have you got up top? That's who I need to know. Hulk. Thor. Have you got Thor up top? Because
not far off.
Nah. You ain't gone. Nah, you ain't. Hold on.
No, you know.
Nah, you ain't. No, you haven't. You haven't.
You know.
I know you've gone for now.
Don't ever go in because someone will be after you. If you're going to start messing
the bloody mafia. Who? It's who?
The mafia will be after you.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
I know
that.
you picked. Look at that team. Decent. Go on. Who have you gone for up top, Steve? And I want to hear stats before you've mentioned his name.
No, I don't need stats. This guy's just a he's what I like. He's a bully. You know,
Why has no one bought him?
People.
Why has no one bought him? Why has no one bought him?
They'll buy him.
Why has no one bought him?
Buy him.
I always wonder because I like this player, but why has no one bought him? I love it how
he's a little bit
acting like we know.
He's injured at the minute, so he can be. Actually. But if he can get games, if he can get a free season where he's injury free, this guy's a beast. They call him the Torino Tornado. They probably they don't.
Oh, that's well original.
I just made that up. But I
you can bloody tell the Torino Tornado. It's not going to stick. It's not going to stick.
It's the Scottish Italian. It's the Scottish Italian.
It is the Scottish Italian. Andrea Boetti, as we said. But he ain't going in, Steve.
He ain't going in. That's what I mean. So I'm like, I'm pitching me art. I'm pitching me art out here.
He ain't going in.
Made a mistake.
You messed up, mate. You messed up. You opted to stick Mbappe on the left, so you could stick Andre Boetti up top.
Yeah. It was him or Lacazette. So
no, it wasn't. It was Mbappe. It was Mbappe.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the honourable thing.
What I should have done was, now looking at it, I would have put Insigne on the left, then Mbappe down the middle, and Dybala on the right. But I've missed a trick. It was me trying to just.
You trying to do a trick. That's what it was. Yeah, it was.
It was. And the trick just went. Pete
sometimes you don't need tricks. You don't need tricks sometimes. And I mean, you look at this team. You look at this team, yeah. And if someone was to put this team together, they could potentially be unstoppable. Look at this team. In goal, Andre Onana, James Tarkowski at centre-back with Antonio Rudiger. We've got Aspilicueta, a.k.a. Dave, at right-back. We got, I have to look at his name again, Halstenberg. I couldn't even tell you how good he is, but Steve recommends him, and I'm gonna stick by him. We've got Frank Kessie in midfield. He can do a bit of it all. And he's a bit like Paul Pogba. He can do a bit of it all. We've got Paul Pogba. I can't believe he's going on a free at the end of the season. Man United, they are going to do everything they can to try and keep him. So, again,
he's leaving, Nathan. And he's leaving because I'm the transfer man.
He said that with too much joy, Nathan. He said it with too much joy.
I'm only kidding.
And then we've got Paulo Dybala. What's that celebration he does? Is it that one? I can't do it. There you go. There's his celebration.
Something like that.
There's his celebration.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. I tried. Up top. Oh, no, not up top. No, on the left. Kylian. That was Steve's one. Insignia. Lorenzo Insignia is on the left. And up top, World Cup winner, Kylian Mbappe. Yes. What a team.
He's not a centre forward, though.
He's a forward. He will be a centre forward. Of course, he's going to be a centre forward. Who's this? There we go. He's gone for Onana, Marcelo. Oh, great choice there. Solid choice. Respecting the legends of the game. Rudiger, Nicholas Saul. I mean, look, easily done. I've got a feeling Nathan would have chose Saul as well. Cuadrado at right back. Very good player, but didn't get my choice. Not over Dave. No, not a chance. Especially when you've got Marcelo on left back. You need a bit of balance. Luka Modric in that midfield, still a tidy player, very good player, but he didn't make the cut for me. Frank Kessie. Oh, you chose. Whoa! You chose Modric over Pedri. Wow.
Oh, he's getting on a bit now, Modric.
Yeah, Frank Kessie gets in there, Paul Pogba. And up top, it seems a unanimous decision. Yeah, right midfield, Dybala. Left midfield, Insignia. And centre forward, Kylian Mbappe. Very
Perisic never got mentioned.
Do you know what? He was in my drafts. Okay, let's give a little shout out to some of these people who deserve honourable shout outs for this one. So obviously Mbappe and Pedri getting the team. Ansu Fati, 1 year left on his contract.
He never got.
No. Nathan said. What did Nathan say? He said it was close. What did he have? It was close. Dembele and Fati were close. He said. So who else we got? We got Ousmane Dembele didn't get in there. Who else didn't get in there? Brozovic. You mentioned Pellegrini. Babukar Kamara is another player who didn't get in there. He's never going to get in there, but this is the level of players. Dennis Sakura, who has a very good season a few seasons ago and a couple of seasons ago, but he had a few injuries recently, which is stop-start. Alexandre Lacazette was never going to get in there, but he's still a half-decent player. All right, we may have our reservations about Alexandre Lacazette, but he's still a good player. Sadma Usman. Did they not just go to someone? Obviously not. He's still at Zenit St. Petersburg. Very good player. If you watch our podcast or you listen to the last time he was on Capital Radio, Russian's only English-speaking radio station, cha-ching, then you would have heard Alan Moore talk about the fact that Sada Usman is potentially moving to another club, but that didn't happen. Jesse Lingard's in there. Jason Denaya's in there. Todd Cantwell, I didn't know that he only had 1 year on his contract. There's going to be plenty of clubs after him, and it probably rings true as to why Aston Villa didn't really push through to try and buy Todd Cantwell because they can get him on a free at the end of the season. Di Maria, we spoke about Tolisso, Cortan Tolisso that didn't get a call. Jerome Boga didn't get a shout. Isco, you nearly got him in there, but nope. Who else was in there? Brooks and Ketia, Luis Suarez, Mkhitaryan. The list could go on.
Suarez.
All night. But it's a there's a lot of players. So we will be making sure that we are on top of that come the end of the season, come January, because we want to know where these players are going to go as well. And we want to know as early as possible. So you're in the best place to find out, of course. You're in the Transfer Exchange Show. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, Steve.
Yeah. I've been abused tonight.
Nah.
No, brilliant, mate. Yeah, thanks. Been a pleasure, mate, as always.
Very good. Novax, I've not seen your name before, but thank you very much for joining us tonight. I appreciate your time and effort, especially putting in the team. Love that. We'd love you to join all the other pods we're in, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss one, all right? Because we interact. When we go live, we interact. We don't always go live, but when we do, we interact, all right? And, of course, the one who was the game changer tonight. This guy, we're going to call him Great Minds Mate. All right? Remember that.
It's
Great
my
minds.
son somehow.
Great minds. All right?
Don't start blaming it. Don't start blaming it on your son, Nathan. don't start doing that.
Well, to be fair, Nathan's son did pick some decent players as well. He picked Unana. So there we go. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Peace out, people. Hit that like and subscribe. Yeah, because you're only going to find us on here now. All right? Peace out. Stay safe. And wash your hands.